Hello again, and welcome to another Hyperion Morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's hump day. We're getting over it today through the middle of the week on the downhill slide towards the weekend after this. Hopefully, it's been an amazing start to your weekend, but even if it hasn't, we're getting through it. We're midway there. The weekend will be here before you know it. Welcome to it. It is Wednesday, August. I have it covered up here with my notes. 26th, 2026. You'd think I would know. I was going through this earlier. You'd think I would just happen to know that it was August 26th, but things happen. Anyway, welcome to it. Hopefully you have good things ahead for you on this Wednesday, right? Absolutely. And we're just going to do this, share some smiles, share some positivity as we like to do every single morning or most mornings here on this show. So what are we talking about on this day? And I normally don't do this because, as I mentioned, we are all about positivity. We're all about smiles here, right? And I don't normally like to start the day with a little bit of a bummer because of the fact that, I don't normally talk about when certain people pass. But I think sometimes there is somebody that had so much positivity that symbolized exactly what we're trying to accomplish here with our shows so much that we need to talk about. Unfortunately, the passing of the wonderful, amazing, fantastic, incredible Dolly Parton yesterday. I mean, talk about somebody who absolutely showcased what our goal is here. There may have never, ever, ever been a more positive person in this world than Dolly Parton. And so let's celebrate her on this day. That's what I'm here to do, is celebrate her, because what an incredible human being she was. We lost her. She was 80. We lost her yesterday, and it's sad. But man, we can celebrate her life for sure, because I mean, there's a few people that are more accomplished across the gamut of things than Dolly Parton. I mean, she began, let's just start with her early life. She wrote her first song when she was age 6. Okay. She recorded her first song, made her first recording when she was 11. By the time she was 16, she was writing professionally for other singers. And then she released her first album in 1967, and then went on to this glorious, amazing career that saw her win 11 Grammy Awards, 3 Emmy Awards. She was Academy Award nominated a couple times, Golden Globe Award nominated several times. She was Tony Award nominated as well. That's incredible. She is one of the best-selling country artists of all time. She's written over 3,000 songs, 3,000 songs for herself and for others. Unbelievable. And then you just go down the list of songs that are so amazing. I Will Always Love You, which of course she did great with, but of course Whitney Houston kind of is more known for that song, but that was written by her and she was phenomenal singing it on her own. Jolene, Coat of Many Colors, 9 to 5. And then, also Islands in the Stream with Kenny Rogers is one of my favorite songs of all time. Incredible. And then she was also, she was in many television shows and movies as well, including 9 to 5, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, Steel Magnolias. The list goes on and on. Just incredible. But then she's also an amazing businesswoman. Obviously she opened her own theme park, which I've never been to, but I've heard so many great things that I would love to visit sometime. Dollywood, just incredible. But even more than that, she was an amazing philanthropist. Her Dollywood Foundation did so many things, including something that she opened up as the kind of a buddy program, where she paired up 7th and 8th grade students with others, with friends, and basically promised to give them $500 if they graduated high school. And when doing that, it cut the dropout rate from 35% down to 6%. What an amazing thing. The Imagination Library, which has opened up branches across the country, 1,600 areas, over 850,000 kids reached for this, where they received one book per month from the age when they were born up until kindergarten. amazing. She all did that because her father never learned to read and write, and she wanted to make sure and encourage literacy out there. She's been a advocate or someone who has helped so much with disaster relief, with animal conservation. She's a huge supporter, was a huge supporter of LGBTQ plus people for sure. Just the list goes on and on. Just like everything she does is amazing. She's a shining light. I never met her, but I have a cousin who used to work in the industry, and he would come across her multiple times, many times, and he had nothing but wonderful things to say about how sweet, how wonderful, everything you see about her, he says is very true. Amazing. Obviously, she's in the Country Music Hall of Fame. She's in the Grammy Hall of Fame. She's in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. She's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And of course, just the Amazing People Hall of Fame. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's all try and be more like Dolly Parton on this day. I think that's just, even if we can just be a little bit more like her, the world will be a better place if we could all do that. So let's do that on this day. Okay. Let's celebrate her by trying to be a little bit more like Dolly on this day. I think that would be a way to celebrate her best on this day. Let's move on. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, as we mentioned on yesterday's show, the new Disney Cruise Line itineraries for late 2027, early 2028 were coming out, and they did, absolutely. And as speculated, they are going to be returning Disney Cruise Line to New York City in 2027. In late September into October, they're going to be doing a few sailings out of New York, going to the likes of Bermuda, going to New England, Canada. There's also going to be a repositioning cruise from New York, stopping in Bermuda and going down to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Amazing. It'll be the Disney Wish, as also speculated yesterday. That will be the ship that's going to be visiting there. So if you're in that area looking to do a Disney cruise, always wanted to do a Disney cruise out of New York, there's your chance for sure. That's really, really great. Hey, Laquan, good morning. Good to see you here this morning. Appreciate you being here. So yeah, that's great, but that's not the only thing. I mean, we also learned that the Disney Destiny is going to be moving from its home port, which it is now Fort Lauderdale, Florida, up to Cape Canaveral, Florida in late September. And when the Disney Wish comes down after its European journey, it's going to Europe, and then it's New York, and then it's coming back to Cape Canaveral. All three Wish class ships that will be there at that time will be sailing out of Canaveral: the Wish, the Treasure, and the Destiny. Pretty amazing. The Destiny will be sailing 3 to 7 night sailings out of Cape Canaveral, out of Port Canaveral, going to the Bahamas, going to the Western Caribbean. We are looking at one of those cruises, is booking it with a bunch of friends. We're looking forward to that possibly. We'll find out about that. Also, the Disney Magic is going to be doing a couple Panama Canal cruises, moving to Galveston for a portion of the year. The Wonder will continue to sail out of San Diego. There'll be also, of course, ships sailing out of Fort Lauderdale, out of Port Everglades there. I believe the Fantasy, I didn't see this, but I think my wife, Michelle, was looking at this. The Fantasy is actually going to be sailing on a couple Southern Caribbean cruises as well. Lots of great stuff ahead. Oh, also the Disney Adventure, which has been doing pretty much sailings to nowhere since its debuted earlier this year. Will now be adding a port, Langkawi. I don't know if I saw that right. If I said that right, so I apologize if I didn't. Langkawi, Malaysia. It'll be doing a couple 4-night sailings, and it will be adding that as a port. So there will be a port included in that as well. So that's amazing. But man, so many great itineraries. The itineraries go from the new ones released are from September of 2027 on into the beginning of May 2028. So if you're looking to book for something during that time, your chance is coming up here starting on Monday. If you're a Pearl Castaway Club member, your chance to book, it begins Monday. That's us. That's when we're going to be looking to book. And then it goes on from there: Platinum Tuesday, Gold Wednesday, and so forth and so on. Yeah, amazing. Can't wait to book our next Disney cruise. Lots of great stuff ahead for those of you who love Disney cruise, for sure. For sure. Love a Disney cruise, man. Look at all this fun stuff. Yeah, great stuff to do out there for sure. Also, today happens to be a National Women's Equality Day, and definitely something to celebrate. It should be something we celebrate every day. I mean, and we still need to make more strides towards this, but at least we're doing the best we can. Well, are we? But we are doing work at it, and today's a day to definitely celebrate that. For sure. The reason why it's today on August 26th is because on this day back in 1920 is when the 19th Amendment was put into action, allowing women the full right to vote, which seems crazy that it took till 1920 for women to be allowed to vote. Absolutely should have been well done before that. But yeah, again, we need to have more strides to make. But today's a day to look and see how we can do that for sure and celebrate women on this Women's Equality Day for sure. What else is going on today? Well, something else we can celebrate today is dogs. It is National Dog Day. It is the dog days of summer, right? So we definitely want to celebrate National Dogs today. And man, look at these good boys and girls. Wonderful. Love our dogs, our furry friends that make our lives so much more fulfilled for sure. Great day to celebrate the dogs that you have in your life. Whether it be your own, whether it be your friends, whether it be your family, whatever it might be. And also a great day to look and see how can you add a furry friend to your family for sure, especially through rescue. Get out there, find that area where you can actually adopt a dog, bring them in and make your life, make your family much more complete by having one of these wonderful, wonderful fur babies or fur friends in your life for sure on this day. What else is going on today? Well, this is something I think we found much more important than we ever expected about 6 years ago, right? It is National Toilet Paper Day. Yeah. Which I find a very, very funny holiday. But man, again, back 6 years ago, remember how much we realized, boy, toilet paper is really, really important to us every single day, right? So yeah, today's a day to celebrate and find out more about, ways to have great toilet paper. Stock up on your toilet paper because you never know. You never know. Here in Florida, we need to stock up because you never know when there might be that next storm rolling through, right? But whatever the occasion, but also find ways that you can find good toilet paper that may be a little bit more sustainable. That's something we also need to do for sure. So yeah, toilet paper day. Why not celebrate today? Or maybe you just celebrate. It is the dog days of summer. It's been hot. How about a nice cherry popsicle? And yeah, 100%. I'm on board. A little bit tart, a little bit sweet. Love a good, refreshing cherry popsicle on a hot day. Sounds pretty good to me for sure. I'm curious what your favorite flavor of popsicle is. I don't know if it's cherry, although I'm not going to turn down a cherry popsicle. I think it's grape for me. I think grape's my favorite flavor, but I do love cherry. I do love strawberry. I do like something kind of lemony. Sometimes it just depends what kind of mood I'm in, right? But yeah, nice, refreshing, wonderful, cooling on a hot day like it is here in August 26th for sure. Cherry popsicle day. Absolutely. Hey, if it's your birthday today, a very happy birthday to you. Here's some of the amazing people you celebrate your birthday with. We'll start with one of the great comedic actresses of our time, Melissa McCarthy. She turns 56 today, born this day in 1970. She's won a couple of Emmy Awards. She's also been nominated a couple times for Academy Awards and for a Golden Globe Award. She won the Emmy for her role in Mike and Molly, the television show. She also won another Emmy Award for guest starring on Saturday Night Live, which she's been very, very funny as a guest star on Saturday Night Live for sure. Also, she's been in great movies like Bridesmaids. She's been in Identity Theft, Spy, really, really funny movies. She's great. Also, yes, Disney ties. She played Ursula in the live action Little Mermaid, and I thought she was phenomenal as Ursula. I wasn't sure what to make of her when they named her as Ursula in that movie. I thought she was great. She's phenomenal in everything she's in. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to, who would have thought, Kevin McAllister, 46. Yes, Macaulay Culkin turns 46 today, born this day in 1980. Of course, Kevin McAllister from the Home Alone films for sure. So great. Also movies like My Girl, Richie Rich, The Good Son. And then he kind of, unfortunately, as he grew a little older, his career kind of waned a little bit. He kept doing parts in movies, but really he's made it more of a resurgence recently, including He was the voice of a character in Zootopia 2. He was Patrick Linksley in Zootopia 2. But yeah, he's great. Love his career. And still will watch Home Alone every single year during the holidays for sure. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to Chris Pine. He also turns 46 today. Born on this day in 1980. Came into prominence basically playing Nicholas Devereaux in Princess Diaries 2. Yes, that's right. The first movie was a Disney movie for sure. He's gone on to play James T. Kirk in the Star Trek reboot. He was in Wonder Woman. A great movie that maybe you haven't seen, but if you haven't, you should. Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves is a really, really great film. Other Disney movies he's been in, he was in Into the Woods. He was Cinderella's prince in that. And he was King Magnifico in Wish. And he was a great villain in that as well. Happy birthday to him. Finally, last but definitely not least, happy birthday to very funny person, John Mulaney. He turns 44 today, born this day in 1982. His career kind of started as a writer on Saturday Night Live from 2008 to 2013, writing very, very funny sketches, including many with Bill Hader, who he partnered with a lot. He's had a great stand-up career. He's also hosted Saturday Night Live 6 different times. And he does have Disney ties. He played Chip in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, the movie that came out on Disney Plus a few years back. That's a really, really funny movie. Really, really funny movie. And you should check that out if you have never checked it out as well. Also, he, not Disney, but he was Peter Porker, the voice of Peter Porker, aka Spider-Ham in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Yes. And he's also been recently had a recurring role in The Bear, another great show. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to all of them. And again, if it's your birthday, a very happy birthday to you. I hope you get to celebrate in the best way possible on this Wednesday. Shameless self-promotion time. We did have a new episode drop for you on Wednesday. Hopefully you've had a chance to download it, listen to it. We recapped a lot of our experiences at D23. I know we've already done a little bit of that, but we got more into it and got more into some of the stuff that maybe wasn't so much streamed or shared as much on social media, kind of our feelings, our takeaways from our experience at D23, where we think the Disney company is going. Of course, we talk a bit about the announcements, yes, but more about what we thought of this weekend and why we think D23 is such an amazing and positive event. And yes, there is a video version of that for you now, available on YouTube, on Spotify for you to enjoy if you like to watch us talk about it as well. So yes, please do that. And thanks to anybody who ever listens or watches any of our shows, including this silly little show. Thank you so much. All right, going to get out of here, get my Wednesday started. Everybody have an amazing day. Over the hump today. The weekend will be here very, very soon. And as I like to say every single day, please, please, please keep on sharing that kindness. Keep on sharing those smiles and definitely keep sharing that positivity. I will be back with you tomorrow morning, 6:30-ish, to do all those things with you once again. Until that time, everybody, have a magical day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.